This week on the Spotlight, the championship Bulls on the drive. That's always good stuff. We'll also flash back to Paul Konerko. Remember when he played for the White Sox? It was some pretty good playing. Then we'll flash back again to Jermaine Dye, MVP of the World Series. That's pretty top-notch. And then we go to some Bulls a little later on. You know Joakim Noah, don't you? Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. It's the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. Great repairs at 108th and Kedzie. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. You've got to get to the Ballpark Pub for my trivia. Alternate Mondays at 8 p.m. The next one, September 4th. Come eat, drink, play, and win. And their food is great, by the way. It's at 514 West Pershing Road. I'll see you over there. You've got to get to the Sock. Live Benkowski Trivia. Alternate Thursdays, 8 p.m., 93rd and Roberts Road. See you there. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. You've got to get to Dr. Sherman Clay, chiropractor. Gentle adjusting. Most insurance accepted. Massage therapy, too. Walk-ins are welcome. Call 773-324-4325. That's HEAL. Dr. Sherman Clay. You've got to get to Lulu's because they've got it all. Italian beef, hot dogs, burgers, chicken, gyros, fish, salads, subs, ribs, and a lot more. At Taylor and Ogden, 2200 West, you got to check out Lulu's. They got everything. You've got to get to the Wise Owl. Pizzas, pork sliders, Cuban sandwiches, carrot soup, elote, burgers, and my trivia next Monday, August 28th at 8 p.m. They have great cocktails. Just a great place all around. It's at Van Buren and Racine, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at the Wise Owl. Very cool, very hip. You'll feel cooler and hipper after you've been there, and I'm not kidding. They got a big parking lot, too. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Porter. Early in the season, you got the heaters in the dugout. In a couple weeks, you won't need them. But it's a reality of April in Chicago. And as we report to you from the White Sox, tell you a little bit about what's going on with this club. Got off to a very nice start in week 1. And the players are kind of analyzing, or being asked to analyze, why. One of the more thought-provoking guys you'll ever find is team captain Paul Konerko, who, although Ozzie Guillen says sometimes overanalyzes his own game, had some thoughts about why the White Sox are off and running with energy and with learning from some subpar things that went on in 2007. Let's go to PK.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people obviously watched the game last night. It was a national game, and you know, I mean, everybody likes what they see. I mean, we're playing the game well, we're playing the game hard, and you know, we look pretty balanced. I mean, you know, the bullpen looks good. I mean, we've given them the ball with the lead a few times, they've shut the door. So, yeah, if we can just play the next 156 games like the first 6, we'll be all right. But it's easier said than done, you know.
Are you ever amused by early season baseball statistics where a guy can be hitting 1,000 and a pitcher can have an ERA of like 37? You guys watch that kind of stuff?
I mean, you see it. It's kind of like what end are you going to be on? I mean, as a player, I've had again, starts. I mean, what's a start? Is it a week? Really, if you look at how many at-bats we get, it's probably about a month and a half or 2 months is actually a start. But it is funny to see some of the numbers. Unless you're on the bad end of it, it's not that funny. But usually what happens is, though, there's a couple exceptions every year, either way, like really good or really bad. But everybody usually just finds their level and gets back to, their your 270 hitter or your hit 270. You kind of just get back to it. There's always some exceptions, but the beginning of the year can be crazy with that kind of stuff. You got guys that are leadoff hitters hitting like 6 home runs in the first week, and it's kind of weird.
So for you, where does this start? You talked about everyone has a different gauge. Where's your gauge? Kind of first week, first couple weeks, first month?
Probably halfway into May, I think. That's the way I've always looked at it. I mean, last year we didn't start hitting, any of us on this team, until, probably the beginning of June. And, guys still kind of wound up doing okay in some areas, but it's a different answer for everybody. I mean, all these games count the same, all the at-bats count the same, but I think we're just right now, statistically speaking, those types of questions, it has nothing to do with us. We're just playing to win games, and the numbers will come out, and we've all been around long enough to get our numbers and do all that stuff, and if we play the game hard and win games, we'll all get our personal stuff. It'll come through.
There are differing opinions about an energetic start, maybe a new feeling on the club, and you made several remarks during the offseason about better focus early. Are you seeing that, or did you just happen to sweep Detroit and we should not put too much stock in that?
I wouldn't put too much stock in the fact that, they lost, they haven't won a game, or we swept them, so to speak, because they're a good team. They're going to be there in the end. But, I mean, what we're doing on the field and the way we're going about it, it's good. I mean, what we're doing right now, if we do it 5 months from now, it'll be good. The energy's good. Guys are really grinding in their at-bats. If they get behind, they're making the pitcher. They'll make outs, but, making the pitcher throw an extra couple pitches, really working up there. Defensively, I mean, everybody seems to be on their toes, but that's because, the pitchers are throwing strikes and going after people, and it's just a flow. I mean, we've seen it flow the other way, too, and but I just, the guys at the top of the order, I think, really help. I mean, I think Swisher and Cabrera really have a good feeling about them when they're up there. We feel like they're kind of get us going, and they have a good energy off of those two guys. It seems to kind of trickle down.
When you said last year many of us didn't get hitting until June, that was clearly too late. Did your target or anybody else's target change for when you felt that you needed to be going?
Well, I mean, you want to do good every day, but it doesn't always work that way. I think the main thing is, we all have a pretty good mindset right now to help the team win every day, and don't get caught up in, personally, if you're not doing well or you don't quite feel right. If you can draw a walk, or you can make a play in the field, or you can, lay a bunt down, just play the game to win, and then, 6 months from now, everybody will have whatever it is they do personally that they're looked for to do will come out. Don't get caught up in, I think last year we were so much trying to, we're not hitting well, but we could have won games without hitting. The 2005 team didn't hit a lot, and we won a lot of games without hitting. So I think you see a little bit more of that so far.
Who was behind this mentally better approach?
I don't know if anybody's behind it, any one person. I just think that, you live and you learn, and last year, I think we saw for an extended period of time how to go about it the wrong way. Sometimes you just get in a rut. It's not anybody's fault, and everybody has the best intentions, but you see it go down the wrong road. So I think everybody kind of regroups, and we all know how to play the game. Ozzie knows how to play the game, and everybody just kind of makes an adjustment and says, hey, we're not gonna do that again. Let's try to get going the right way and do things the right way.
You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. Kim G. Sherman, psychotherapist, Des Plaines Wellness Center. Therapy for individuals, couples, families. Call 847-962-4849. I've known Kim for over 20 years. She is a true professional, and she will help you. Give her a call. Family Dentist, Lawrence Ferland, DDS, 109th and Kedzie, crowns, veneers, cleanings, improving your smile. They do a great job. Call 773-233-7044. Excellent work, impeccable. Call the Family Dentist, 773-233-7044. They did a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. You've got to get to Shelton Fireworks, the world's largest warehouse, off Interstate 94, exit 22B in Porter, Indiana. Row after row of the best fireworks anywhere, from the little ones to the grand finales that'll end your show. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, in addition to the 4th of July. Just get over there to Shelton Fireworks now. Then you can reload by the time summer comes. Shelton Fireworks, I-94, exit 22B in Portage.
Welcome to another edition of the Benkowski Sports Spotlight. Of course, we're in the basement of the beautiful Chicago Stadium, and a lot of hockey action this week. The Blackhawks are on an offensive roll, something you don't see too often, and something that you certainly might not have expected from this club, seeing some of the personnel losses in the offseason. But it's happening. We'll talk about it in depth. We'll also have action from the Chicago Bulls. Yes, the world champions are back in action. I think we should start with that because it was a very bizarre game last Friday night when the Bulls played their exhibition opener against the previously lowly LA Clippers.
The LA Clippers seem to be a nice team for the champions. Scottie Pippen start off relaxed, gliding to the basket for this score, 8 apiece. But the Clippers have a lot of new faces. This Bulls enemy, James Edwards, with them now, and Buda's bucket gave LA a 10-point run. They were ahead by 14. Now, picture this career highlight. Will Perdue, the steal and the score. Beautiful move. Bulls still down 16. But the Clippers have some big people, and Danny Manning's one of them. Forget about the knee surgery. LA ahead by 22 at the half. In the third quarter, Chicago product Kenny Norman with the big slam, and the Clippers were still up 20. But would the Bulls make a run? Not yet. Till the starters came back anyway. Michael glides and cuts the lead to 15. Then Stacey King's big bucket cuts the lead to 108-102, but that's as close as the Bulls would get as David beats Goliath in the exhibition opener for both clubs.
Yeah, I mean, we got to a point where, a break here and there, we would be right back in the ball game, and then it gets exciting. The crowd gets very excited, and it goes through you and bring back great memories, and it really inspires us to work even harder.
Does it seem strange to be back out on this court playing basketball already?
Yeah, it's a little strange, but it feels good. I know when I'm out there on the court, I don't have to worry about you guys or worry about anybody. I'm back at ease with myself and playing a game of basketball, and it was great to be back, and I'm looking forward to the season, actually.
You never have to worry about me.
I know.
Michael, what's the biggest challenge of the exhibition season?
Just getting yourself in shape and basically getting yourself mentally prepared for the season. I mean, naturally, you want to win games, but certainly you want to see everyone get the rhythm back and find the connections and combinations that's going to work for you all season long, and just try to improve on it.
How close are you? 70, 80, 90%?
I'm about 80, 85% right now. I really didn't do much this summer because of the championship and just trying to get away from the game. And before you know it, you're right back at it. And physically, I'm just not where I was last year. But that's what training camp is for. Get myself back in stride. And my shot's a little short today, and but this is nothing. It's going to come back around.
A young team like the Clippers, they're trying to get better from the first day of camp. I mean, this is a team that wants to compete this year and try to prove that they belong in the playoffs. We're going to take it a little slower than teams like that.
Is that part of exhibition and maybe the early part of the regular season, pacing yourself so you don't burn out?
I don't know if you pace yourself, but I think you have to understand that our off season was short. That we're just really getting back into it. A team like the Clippers, their season ended April the 20th. I mean, ours ended June 12th. They had 2 extra months off. They're very hungry and eager to get back into it. We have to get ourselves back into shape and just get ready to play. It's a long season, and hopefully we'll be playing into June again next year.
What is the biggest challenge of a repeat type of season?
Well, I think it's a number of things. staying mentally prepared night in and night out. We have 26 back-to-back situations this year, so 52 of our games are played in back-to-back situations. It's going to be a real test for us if we can bounce back night after night and play. But again, I think this team, just knowing the players on it, we have the character, the type of guys that will play hard every night and want to win. And you even saw a little bit of tonight. I mean, we got down big, but we would like to compete, and we came back in the game. I think you'll see a lot more of that and us refining our game as the exhibition season goes on.
If I could ask you one last question. Of the people who are in camp, the newcomers, who look like bright spots that might have a shot?
Well, who knows? Because our roster right now is pretty well set. These guys that have come in have played very well and worked real hard, and the type of guys you'd like to see make it somewhere in the league. And you never know what can happen. I mean, one uncertainty is injuries in our league, and if guys get hurt and go down, anything can happen. So that's one of the reasons these guys play hard, and they're playing very well.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Alsip, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and the fabulous Raid of Cloth. Call 708-388-3700. And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget, the Illinois Lottery too. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski. You've got to get to the Sock Live Benkowski Trivia, alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great game, great people. Check out the Sock. I think you'll be glad you did when you go to my trivia game every other Thursday. 8 p.m., 93rd and Roberts Road. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. You've got to get to Papa Joe's new location, 5900 West 111th Street. Italian beef, tetrazzini, great pizza, Parmesan, ravioli, and more. All my classic choices. New location, and they can still deliver into the city. Get to Papa Joe's. It was high drama for 7 games, including 7 overtime sessions. But when it was all said and done, the home team won Game 7 and the Bulls fall. But one of the big spots, besides Derrick Rose Game 1, was Game 6. Joakim Noah with the steal going coast to coast for the jam to give the Bulls an unrelinquished lead.
Survive for a Game 7 with an unbelievable triple overtime victory. They shot themselves in the foot multiple times, but came out of it clean. Derrick Rose just missed a pair of free throws with 3 seconds left that could have clinched it. Kirk Hinrich missed a layup with 20 seconds left. The Bulls had maybe their longest scoreless streak of the franchise, a 6-minute drought in the fourth quarter, where a 10-point lead evaporated and Boston scored 18 straight. But despite all of that, a sensational basket off a steal by Joakim Noah with 35 seconds left in the third overtime was the key play. And then you have to look at other fine performances like John Selmans, who had maybe his greatest game as a Bull. The survival despite Ray Allen's career game. And it's Game 7, and it should be an excited, if not tired, and relieved Bulls locker room when we get down there. Wow.
Biggest basket maybe of your life.
Yeah, I think so. Feels real good to be in this situation. I mean, words can't really describe it right now. It's emotional, but at the same time, I understand that we haven't accomplished anything yet. I'm just really excited that we're still alive. I mean, we're really close to death today, and I feel like every game's like that. It's such a roller coaster, but I mean, I'm having so much fun out there, and I really feel blessed to be in this situation.
Joakim, without revealing strategy, did you anticipate that pass for a particular reason, for something that occurred earlier in the game, or was that just a reaction?
It was more of a reaction. He drove to my side, and I stunted at him, tried to make him pick up his dribble, and and then when I did that, I tried to recover to my man, and I knew that my man was going to be open for a quick second, but I could recover pretty quickly on Scalabrine, and he threw the pass, got the steal, and it felt like it took forever to get to that basket, but I'm happy I got there.
Speaking of your trip to the basket, you had Pierce chasing you. I'm sure you were aware of him, and I think Salmons was behind him. Did you ever give any consideration to maybe passing the ball, or were you going to go all the way to the basket strong?
Well, I thought I was going to get fouled earlier in the once I got the steal. I thought I would get fouled right away, but I just dribbled it down the court, and the foul never came, and just dunked it in.
Joe, you've been a part of some big games in college, still young in the league. How do you describe just being a part of this series so far?
I mean, this series is a lot of fun for the fans, the people of Chicago, the people of Boston, but it's a lot of fun for us too, just playing in environments like this on the big stage and putting on a great performance almost every game. It's special to be a part of this, and I know this is a series that people will be talking about for a long time. And I mean, for us as players, sometimes it's almost like people hit, like Ray Allen's hitting shots. I mean, it's just, I mean, I grew up admiring those guys, you know what I'm saying? And now I get to play against them, and it's just an unbelievable feeling. But right now, it's all about trying to get this W. There's no admiration right now. It's a real battle.
Joe, your play is the highlight clip that'll be seen the most, but John Salmons was pretty excellent in the extra sessions. Can you comment on him?
Jay was huge, man, and I think that everybody is just everybody's giving everything they got, man, and it's just important for us not to, lose our cool. John's been huge. I mean, BG hit some unbelievable shots in this series. Kirk's been playing big for us. Derek, everybody's capable of bringing something, and that's what it's all about, is just accepting your role and not worrying about the things that don't matter. The only thing that should matter to everybody is winning, and I think it's obvious that, everybody on the court really, really wants to win.
You've got to get to Jack's. 3325 Ridge Road in Lansing. Trivia every Tuesday at 7 p.m. A very intense competitive game. Any of half a dozen teams can win. My game show at Oliver's gets better and better. At 6100 West 159th Street in Oak Forest. Live trivia alternate Thursdays at 7 p.m. Have great food, great drink, and great trivia at Oliver's. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. Trivia will be at the Sock. Alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. 93rd and Roberts Road. Great food, great drink, great people. Everything great. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. All shows are now Monday at 6 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place. Welcome to Sox Fest 2009. Jermaine Dye is aware that because of his contract situation, he might be the first to go if the White Sox were to make a move.
You know, there was offers out there, but nothing that, you know, would help the White Sox get better. So he left it at that and said that I'm going to be a White Sox, and unless something, you know, blows him away.
Have you had an offseason like this before where there were so many conversations about you?
Not really. I mean, I think when you become a free agent and you're sought after by, you know, a few teams, and you know, it's probably, I hope it's not going to be my last year here, but I mean, you never know. I mean, people are going to talk about it and throw scenarios out there, and you just learn to listen and watch them, and until told that you're going to those teams.
Do you wonder why? The economic times, the way they are, the jump economic times, the way they are.
Say that again?
The economic times, the way they are, with all the free agents not signed yet. Is it a scary time for baseball?
I don't know. I don't know if it's scary. It's kind of, you know, weird on how a lot of good guys aren't getting contracts, or a lot of guys aren't getting the number of years that they should be getting. But you know, times are tough. I mean, it affects everything, everybody. So I think payrolls are going to get smaller, and until the economy comes back, and but I mean, who knows?
It almost seems like it's a salary cap being implemented. You know, the way people are going to be watching their dollars, keeping it down. It's kind of the way baseball's going to shake out to be.
Who knows? I mean, I'm sure it's going to affect, you know, every sport, you know, every business, every job. I mean, you know, I just think it's just the economy now is going to affect everybody. That's the way I think look at it.
How excited are you to get to the new games?
It's going to be great. Yeah, it's going to be a great 25-30 minute ride. I mean, being able to stay in my house and go home every day. I've drove by there and saw the complex, and it's really nice.
What you went through in 2007, I mean, middle of the year, I mean, you said last year that it probably did affect you more than you knew at that time. Does that prepare you for something like this, where it even is, you understand more that it's a business, and you understand more that basically it comes down to dollars and cents, and you're a product that could be moved instead of the person. I mean, 2007, after the whole Burley thing, I mean, you were visibly upset with what was going on. I mean, did that make this easier?
Yeah.
You've been watching the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. Perfect Pitch located at 108th and Kedzie. Great repairs, great people. Lansing Floral, 708-474-1212. Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch, very competitive pricing. Call 708-396-1010.